Hey guys, welcome back to Copernicus Corner. We had a bit of a blip there when the internet went down. Not too surprising. The internet went down. Not too surprising. I've got some echo effect going on here. Let's see what I can do about that. Echo effect going on here. Let's see what I can do about that. Echo effect going on here. Let's see what I can do about that. Echo effect going on here. Let's see what I can do about that. Okay, I think I found it. Excellent. All right, there we go. All right, fixed that up. Now, back over to Watcher of Realms, as previously mentioned. All right, so that was internet failure number one. What was power failure? Actually, I should say number one. Over in the events, what we have going on? Got the War of the Fates. I think might have been what I was about to look at. Can't really remember. We got 3 rare summoning crystals and 1 ancient summoning crystal right there. Looks like there's been some chat going on as well. I've been gone, so that's good. Somebody got an A1 Draylen. Cool, cool. All right, back out of there. And then, probably, okay, I want to do the zombie invasion to get that checked off the list for the day, but I really want to do Gear Raid 19, or Gear Raid Stage 19. I'm going to rephrase that. Stage 19 of Gear Raid 3. So, let's go give that a go real quick. Over in the raids, we do have enough stamina, so it shouldn't be an issue there. Gear Raid 3. We're going to go to Stage 19, because I think I can probably do it. Not sure. I set up the team earlier that I want to try out, and this is pretty much how I want to try it. Oh, thank you, Ruben. Okay, now let's see what we can do here. So the game thinks that we should have 714,400 BP. We have 674,348 BP. So that seems like plenty, hopefully. So the big plan here is, and I haven't actually tried this level yet, I don't think at all, as far as that goes. But I think my plan here, I didn't even look at the map for you guys. I'm sorry about that. Plan is we put down Valise, or no, sorry, we put down Beatrix, and then we put out Valise. And then, you know, I'll go ahead and turn on. I shouldn't have turned on the ultimate check, because I intended to wait on Valise to come out. That was a bad call in some regards, but that's all right. I wanted to put them out like that, and then, I don't know, maybe, I don't seem to have a healer. That was probably not the best idea. Probably should have brought one. Because what's going to happen is my guys are going to die. Like that. So, that's an unfortunate situation. Let's try restarting that with a healer in tow. Rubens has got to use your brand new Salus. My brand new Salus is level 1. So, I haven't done anything with him yet. What we're going to do is I'm going to go throw a healer in, and then we're going to restart that thing. Okay, so, fine. And, I think it'll be fine to bring Dao-chan. Could bring, I could bring somebody else. I could bring, like, maybe Hollow or somebody with a larger range. But I don't know that I want to. So, I think what I'll do is I'll take out, I'm not sure. I want to take out Hotsuit. I think I want to take out Hotsuit with this and put in Dao-chan. Alright, now, that dropped our, no, it actually raised our BP a little bit to do that, interestingly. Okay, try that again. Arabian says he's super great for this fight. Probably. I don't know a lot about him. I've just seen what he does in Arena. So, we'll try to not make the same mistakes this time as we did last time. Let's make some different mistakes this time. Alright, so, we've got Valise that I want to put out next before I start on the ultimates. And then I'll put out Dao-chan. I think I'll put Dao-chan right here. And then 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 I'll put D And then we can switch between the stances on. I want to put out Ajax after that. Over here, sorry, up toward the top of that. And that way he'll get that range extension. As for who to put there, I'm not really sure. Maybe I just want to put somebody to slow them down. I think they take a lot of hits. So if I put Morgan there, she'll probably die pretty quickly. But maybe I don't care. Let's try it anyway. She died instantly. That was crazy. It's faster than anticipated. Not sure that it's terribly important, however. Okay. In that case, I can add Cetrum back over here to help with this area. And then, I don't know, we'll put Sardak here and see if he can look for a second. I doubt it because he already gets himself pretty low. He did not, but that's okay. Let's see if we can kill these things. Probably not. Looks like a bad deal over there. Okay. So we need something on that platform there. I wonder if I should, no, Ajax will do no good. He'll just dive it. Okay, let's see. What ought I to do? We could add, okay, add another healer for the area on the left side of the board to keep Ajax alive. Because he was definitely going down. He would have gone down had I kept him there. Bugger Joy says Ajax should have the left covered solo from the looks of it. I think he was going to die before the end of that round. So without at least somebody over there, I don't think he's going to make it. Bugger Joy says I think he was just getting hit by the boss. Maybe. Could be true. Let's see. What shall I do about the right side? Because that's going to be the biggest issue. I was kind of hopeful that Beatrix and Valise could cover that area from where they were, but I think there's too many coming in from other places and they're not going to focus where they need to. I agree about Adriel Irving. I was thinking of her as a possibility, but I don't know if it'll be good enough. What we can do is we can just essentially neglect that side, have Beatrix, Police, and sure Adriel over there in the middle. That way nobody's getting killed on that spot. Alright, let's give it a go that way. Let's take off Yuri and put in Adriel there. Alright, let's try it again. And so, yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so Beatrix first. And then I will go ahead and turn on the ultimates, I think, early. And then I'm going to put the release there this time. And then I'm going to throw out Adriel next. And we shall put her here. Then Dao Chang. Switch into DPS mode for the moment. We can get that guy. And try to get out Ajax. Here, but I missed the button. There we go. Alright, now I can put Cetrum out and I can face him this way so they can hit something a little bit, I guess, before it gets there, just in case for those things that are going to definitely slip by. I don't know that we can quite reach the boss from here. I'm not really sure. One more forward. Don't know that that'll be super helpful, but I can put her here, and then I can put her ghost on the platform, or her clone. Those guys are just going through, no problem. Not good enough. If I put Akira out a little sooner, that might have worked better, though. Definitely that side is an issue. All right. Quad says peacocks. Bugger Joy says he's getting owned by the boss. Talking about Ajax, I assume. All right. We're gonna try it again. I'll try to get Edrom. Oh yeah, because it's the last person who gets put out, I think. I could have healed Setrum by switching Dao-Chan, but I don't think it would have mattered all that much. Quad says, I'm happy to be home. Drove home today from Waco. Did you just get in? Because you might be experiencing some of this thunderstorm. If so, I wonder if we turn her this direction, if she can hit anything. I don't know if she'll be able to or not. Let's throw out Edril next again here. Should have already had her out and failed to. Could have turned her to the side. Would have made sense. And I'm going to restart that. That was all the way bad. Try again. Quad says Waco to McAllen, Texas. Okay. All right. So I think it would be better to just face them up. As before. And then let's go ahead and turn on the ultimates. I guess I'll stick Dao-Chan out now. And then we can put Pedro out, and I'll face her this way for anything that gets by like that. Let's go ahead and turn her into DPS mode. That just ran on by, no problem. Now we want to get out Ajax over here. And then I want to try, I think, putting out Akira next. And see if we can do anything with that, clone of hers. Still have 2 deployables that I can use, but where can I put them? I've only got those 2 slots. I suppose we can just put out a sacrificial morgue in here. Good enough. Okay, sacrificial. Sargak is next. How's about Eliza? That worked. All right. Bugger Joy says it's because the boss is summons taunt, right? It draws the summons over to attack the board. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we didn't clear it with all of the stars, but we did clear it. So that counts for something, I think. All right, we got 30 diamonds, 1,470 XP potions, 4,935 gold coins, 1 some kind of bangle, 10 infernal embers. Stats show that the least top to the damage at 8,423,080, followed by Beatrix at 6,799,540. And possibly, if I change the gear a little bit, then I might be able to do that with all of the with all of the soul shards intact, possibly. All right, let's see. We did technically get stage 19 of that. Now, I think I only need one more stage 19 to get some kind of thing opened up. I don't know what it's called, but Tower of something? Was it like Tower of Deception? Something like that. So, which one do I need still? Is it grade 3, 2? Maybe. Bucket Joy says grade 2 will open up the tower. Okay, cool. Alright. What can I do about this? What do we have here? Okay. So, we have, this is the sandstorm situation. It's quite bad. Deals continuous damage to all targets equal to a percentage of the current target's max hit points. Alright, that's not great. We got Golem Shriek. Primitive Golem lets out a jarring shriek, dealing damage to all enemies equal to 150% of their max HP. That's nasty. Earthshake deals 3 consecutive high physical damage strikes to all targets 3 times. Megalithic Shield, the primitive golem receives significantly less damage and becomes immune to all debuffs. It's quite bad. And of course, it's immune to all crowd control effects except slow. These cruel creatures are found in deserts and mountains. And they're absolutely miserable. Peruvian says Kip doesn't believe in healers other than Dutch and tanks. Listen, I mean, you got to judge the situation and what you have, right? I mean, occasionally I'll throw in another healer once in a while. Here's Golden Guard. Has solid impact. That's the one that just runs into guys and blows them up. Bucket Joy says shields help a bit too. Yeah. What else we have here? Smasher Guard. The Smasher Guard delivers devastating blows to enemies with massive handle, dealing damage to enemies within 2 tiles of head, which is quite nasty. Giant Golem is ranged. It has sniping. Formidable Earth Spirit with boundless strength. Attacks enemies by hurling gigantic stones to deal AoE damage. Peruvian says we enjoy her 100% balls to the wall glass cannon style strategy. That's right, glass cannon. All about it. You know, it just kind of also partially depends on what you have to work with, right? So, you gotta find what your best folks are and go with that, you know? Bucket Joy says, I don't think I go into a level without 2 healers. Sometimes I don't bring any healers. So, there's that. It just depends. I don't know that I can handle this, honestly. I don't know that I have what it takes. See this one? Look at that. I had Aelin in here last time. And Daoshan. That's 2. It obviously did not work, however. So, maybe the problem was that I had too many healers and I needed something else. Who knows? Let's see though. Whatever shall I do? I'm actually halfway considering. Okay. We need to decrease the health of the big guy, the primitive golem. Oh no, I tried Vortex before over again. I don't know, they just die. That's the problem. Whoever I put out at first just dies. And then so I can normally get through I can just put out a couple of people and just they're my sacrificial first people. Bucket Joe says you could borrow my Elwyn just to try to clear. It's a consideration. I haven't used an assist unit in a very, very long time. I actually forgot about the existence of the assist unit until you just now mentioned it. So I'm thinking about this. Okay. I think Edrin was taking hits pretty well from the guys. Bucket Joy, okay, Irvin says need to stack on more HP. Bucket Joy says or reduce the damage somehow. Right, so, yeah, that's reducing the damage would be ideal. But the one dude, it says he like wipes debuffs or something like that. He's immune to debuffs. It's no good for anyone. So, I'm trying to think this over. What can I do to help out with this. Now, Regulus is pretty good at taking hits, and he gives buffs to the people beside him. So, well, all right. There's a possibility here. Okay, what if I took out? Okay, I gotta think this over. I haven't used Sun Wukong yet. I have no idea how he would do. I don't know how strong he is or anything of that nature, and I don't think he's level 60. He's not. I haven't started him up yet. Let's go ahead and start him up. Start with that. Arubian says, I know she doesn't have Pharisee or Narissa. No, I don't. Boogajor says, Elder drops a pretty good shield. I have a level 1 Elder, just got him as his faction thing. So, Sun Wukong is good at hitting things, not so good at not dying. Well, that's a shame, but see, that's when we need to put him behind something, right? I haven't actually looked him over very well yet. Know basically what he does. We've read it over, I think, but I don't know enough about him. I mean, that's pretty good right there. So you stick him behind somebody else. So say I put Regulus out. I put Sun Wukong behind Regulus. Maybe. I know that limits his cloning stuff a little bit to do that. But I think it would be okay. I also think he would die pretty quickly from that sandstorm stuff. Irvian says Sun Wukong's not the greatest for this fight. Lubu, sure. I tried Lubu before. Not effectively. Boogajor says Lubu loves to just ride the edge of death. Yeah. Need that AoE damage Sun Wukong a single target. Yes, but yes and no, because he has clones. So they're each single target, meaning they can hit multiple targets. Alright. I'm going to stare at this for a moment and try to decide what I ought to do. I wonder if we go a whole different direction. It looks like I have Cyrene here, and that must have been some kind of desperate attempt to... I know what I was doing. I was putting her up as sacrificial lamb as one of the hits. She was taking the first hit, probably. And then... that way I still had, I want to say stamina, that's not right. But I had points to put out with other guys afterward. I think that's probably what I was doing. Probably using Aelin as my sacrificial first healer. Now what is Nocturne doing here? I'm uncertain. Desperation, maybe? Who knows? So, okay, take her out. We could potentially... Okay. Alright, let's see. There are some possibilities here. I wonder if we could try something stupid. We could definitely try something stupid. I'm good at that. But what if we took out those guys and then put in Regulus? Probably. We've got Cyrene to be the first sacrifice. Now, I know y'all are against the Sun Wukong idea, and maybe you're completely right. You probably are. But I'm still entertaining it. I also had Xena as sacrifice. She's a great sacrifice. I want to have... Okay. How much damage can Sun Wukong do? Haven't tried it. Let's try him. Start him up. Let's see. Arubian says Volko was a huge help. I would imagine so. I definitely intend to try her. But Bug says, I think I only get away with bringing him because I have like 5 healers and Draylen. Shoot, that's crazy. All right. Uh, okay. Let's try Green. Max him out. Does he have gear on? He has something on. We call it gear. Increases max HP by 5% every 10 seconds on the field. That ought to help, right? Stacking up to 3 times? Maybe. We'll see. All right, promotions. Looks like I could use some. So let's get 10 runs of this. Oh. Irvin says Draylen's nearly a cheat code for this. Yeah, I imagine. Draylen was so cool when we drafted it, and it was like, man, I wish I had this guy. Or girl, or whatever it is. I wanted it. I did not get it. Alright, so we gotta fight 10 times. It's gonna take a whole minute. Use one of these huge stamina potions and start that. And then go back out, have a look. Anything else that I want to do? We could do a random upgrade and oh wow, I haven't even used the dust yet. Let's go. Alright. Fugger says storm's cleared up enough that I'll head home. Alrighty. Definitely have to get some of this stuff going here. Physical attack damage plus 5%, sure. This triggered extra damage plus 10% on that. That seems good, right? Go again. Alright, another damage plus 5% on the physical attack. Getting league points as we do this too, by the way. We got damage plus 10% on splitting hairs. That can't be bad, right? Look at this real quick. So we're up to 110% on that right now. And okay, it's to the head. I thought it did. Alright. Inflict stun. Okay. Bugger says a lot of sirens out here. Yeah, I heard them earlier. People are definitely having wrecks out there, left and right. We got golden glare, effect duration plus 1 second. Any traffic lights out, says Rubian? Almost certainly. Physical attack went up by 5% on the damage there. And now we are to the part where we'd have to use legendary spell crystals. Do I want to? Not quite yet. Maybe later. Bug the choice says, I don't know, I'm going down a road with new lights. Okay. Stop typing while you're driving. Alright. Now. Back out of there, and we'll put some armor on some guys. I think, oh, I didn't put Sun Wukong in the group yet. Let's see if I can find him. I'm right past him. Let's go back this way. Alright. Sun Wukong. Alright. So what's the plan? Or do I throw down Xena to take the first hit? Possibly I do. Her roommate says you're grounded when you get home. Alright. Let's go with her. And put some gear on her. I'm not sure why I chose Aelin for this before, but I'll assume that I had good reason to. I don't really remember what the reason was. And then we'll go with Regulus and gear him up next. And again, we're just going to quick equip him as well. Alright, let me see here. Where is he at? Alright. What would we gain? Required hits received -1. New damage increase plus 10%. This max HP increase plus 5%. And damage shared plus 5% would be cool. Alright, let me think. Alright, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do here. We're gonna play it by ear and see what happens. I think. I don't currently have any lords hanging out. I think that having a northerner lord at some point wouldn't be amiss to get that bonus, but I don't really have a northerner team, so not now. All right. Kind of thinking about Regulus's ability here, where if he stands beside somebody who can kind of take some of the hits for them, maybe that could be enough to help protect a healer, or I could turn him sideways to help protect somebody else while they get hit. Possibly could work. I think for now, I'm going to try putting out. Man, this is a tough thing. We're trying out neutral actually for the moment, and I may regret that decision mightily, but we'll see. Let's start like this and get toasted, and then see what happens. All right. Yeah, okay, let's see. So if I put Regulus right in front of the left-hand portal, facing up, maybe behind Xena. Okay, let's try. Who knows? Might work, might not. One way to find out. So if we put Regulus there, put Xena here, and then let's put Darchen here, side Regulus, turn on the ultimates. Well, or Xena can just kill them. Another option. Didn't think about that one. Now, I wonder, will the boss slaughter them in the way that he did previously or not? Watch out for the primitive golem. He has acquired a new skill, Golem Shriek, which makes him much stronger than before. Caravans has made some popcorn. Yeah, we're just going to see what happens first of all. Knocked out two of the guys, but it didn't kill Regulus that time. It's going to kill him this time. There he went. All right. So now we know what happens. Those two went down immediately. That was Xena and Dao Chen. So now, let's try a different theory here, where we just stick out Xena at the beginning. No one else. Nobody has to get hurt. So we throw her out, and she can perhaps just kill the first group by herself. Easy peasy. Now we pick her up, because the boss is coming up. Then we're going to let him do his earthquake thing a couple of times. Okay. Got the Golem Shriek. And then what? I don't know. It's, he's hitting the ground. Now maybe? And then Regulus. Now we've got Idril. No, I don't want Idril there. We've got Dao Chen. And then who do I put beside him? And where do I put Sun Wukong? I probably should have put Sun Wukong behind somebody. Let's leave that as is for the moment. And what is Aelin's range? Pretty good, yes. Okay, so let's throw Aelin out. Help with heals. Then we've got Idrin who could go here. Sun Wukong can go behind Idrin. stick Idril back here. Or, yeah, I think so. I think back here. Now, Xena is ready to put out again, so let's stick her here. And then what? Do we put... Okay, I think the big boss normally comes on the left-hand side. But let's throw the Kira out. Dang, that was rough right there. It's a terrible thing. Ah, didn't even stop it. What a shame. Tough. Okay, so next plan. Don't put them all out. Rubian says put Aelin where you put Do-Chan. She had stronger heals. Well, it doesn't seem to have mattered. I had both of them out, and was irrelevant. So the other option is to pair Do-Chan with Hollow, or to pair Aelin. Possibly we pair Aelin with Hollow, so we get the shields going, and maybe that can keep them alive a little bit. But oh, I should have checked the stats. That was silly of me. All right, let's go again. Only this time we're going to trade Do-Chan. I guess. Okay, hold on. Probably gonna have to do Hollow there. Maybe not. I think so, though. Just to have the range, I think we're gonna have to. Yes. All right. Quads is super cool. You got this. Well, thank you. Thank you for your moral support there. All right. Let's try again. It now thinks that we're too low BP. May not be wrong, but we're gonna give it a go anyway. Irvian says you also don't have a lord. Yeah, I agree. Isolde or Elder, potentially. And that was, I was considering getting a lord, but I do have a pretty disparate team. If we put them together a bit, the strongest assortment that I have is probably in the Watchers faction. But we're going to try it again and just look at it. Quad says I recently learned that we can sort by faction. Yes, it's very helpful. Alright, let's try it like this and just see how it goes and maybe make some adjustments after. Okay, so let's see. What did I do right? I put Xena out first. That was right. And let her just kind of get slaughtered for a whole minute. I don't need Cyrene, it doesn't seem. Pick up Xena. And then, hold on. Who are we going to put down? We got, we got the Regulus next, last time after the boss comes out and does his thing. Who was I letting get hit for this? Maybe I hit them and Cyrene out front to get hit, and there it is. I could do that, but Regulus actually lived through the whole event last time. So I'm not sure that it was a good idea. I can try it again. We'll see what happens. Alright, so if we put her here, put Regulus back here, she dies very quickly, of course. And that's fine. And then I had put out Do-Chan, but we don't have Do-Chan. So we put out Aelin. And then we have Hollow. We can go here. Now we have Idrin, who does pretty well right here. We've got Sun Wukong behind. And then I had put Akira over here. That wasn't a bad idea, I don't think. Alright, we've got Idril. We can come back here. And now we're going to get blown up here pretty soon. We can throw one of these out to do a little help over here. This Regulus just got walked through. And I've got Xena, but let's wait for a second. This Golden Shriek's about to happen. I didn't turn on my ultimates that game. What a fool. Let's try again. Alright. Gonna try the same thing again, but this time with ultimates. Alright, Xena first. Bugajoya says, I went ahead and made Draylon one of my assistant heroes if you want to try that at some point. Well, that's cool. Alright, pick up Xena. Okay. So, we wait for a moment for him to do his good thing here. Put out Cyrene, then Regulus, then this girl, whatever her name is, then Hollow, and turn on ultimates. Next step. Alright, neutral. I think Aelin is already dead, unfortunately. That was fast. We've got Sun Wukong, Idrin. Try a Kira there again. And then we'll try throwing that low now. Don't know if we'll be able to. Nope, couldn't quite get the healer out in time. Okay, so we don't have much. See if we can throw out. Ah, couldn't do both, unfortunately. Oh, what a shame, what a shame. Alright, that didn't work. Alright, so Aelin just died very fast. Not Aelin. Yeah, Aelin, that's your name. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let us. We're trading some folks out. So far, I've thrown Cyrene out just to die. Oops, wrong thing. Maybe we just trade her out. For what? Healer number 3? Maybe. Maybe I try that. Could try stacking those two again in the center. Putting. Okay, let's try it. Quad says, once again, with healing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so now let's find Xena. There she is. She goes out first. That works all right. And then we pick her up. All right, so next, methinks I'm going to put Regulus out to take this hit. Then we're going to put out Aelin. And then Dao Chan. Did I do this early? I did this early. What a fool I am. I'm going to have to restart this. That's okay. We'll see how bad it is in the first wave. There we go. Now, restart. All right. Gonna do better this time. Arabian says, quick tip. After he does his golden shriek, he'll do earthquake. Yes, he does. Watch him, he'll hit the gun 3 times. Little flashes each hit. Yeah, it's, when he does the earthquake, I have trouble saying when he's done, which is why you'll see me do things at weird times. But we got him out, or her out rather. Pulled her up. Here he comes out. Does his golden shriek. 3 times to 6. So there's 1. Okay. Gonna try to wait. Is there a 3rd one? Or is that it? It's gotta be it. So I gotta put him out. Alright. Then we got Aelin. Dao Chan. Let's see if we can get Hollow here. No. Hollow here. Alright. Now let's do Idrin. Idril. Back here, maybe? Yes. Let's do Adrian here with, I want Sun Wukong behind him, and then I want Lu Bu behind regulars. Let's turn on ultimates because I've failed to do that so far. Now we're gonna put out okay, we gotta wait for the moment. When somebody starts going down pretty high, I will, oh, there they went. Replace them with these guys. Okay, so they're about to get hit, but we're going to put Xena out as a sacrifice there. We've got her here. Can she do it? No, not quite. Too bad. Nope, could not get through that. All right. So, no good. Oh, Ergen says you're saying hello, but we know you mean Vortex. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for knowing that. I appreciate it. So in the beginning, wait until he's done. Yeah, I had been trying to do that. I'm just not very good at it. Stats show we've got Lubu at the top as far as damage dealing goes, 1,222,140, followed by Adrian at 1,210,210. I think that's not really the issue that we're having here. Like the killing of folks is not really the problem. As far as HP healed goes, man, looks like Hollow. No, again, as pointed out, I'm saying Hollow. Vortex is the one I have the worst trouble remembering the name of, but Vortex definitely did all of the good healing there. Followed by Aelin, I think her name is. Okay, do I have, you know what, I have other good healers, and maybe that's the direction that I go. The healing, again, isn't really the problem here either. It's not in as much as you might think. It's that big hit that does more than their health. So healing doesn't, like a reactive heal doesn't help because they're already dead. They can't get healed. They're dead. And so the problem is I need more things that do like shield. And again, that's where the Northern faction comes into play. Quad says squad boost from Lords, right? Yeah, I mean that's a possibility, and in order to do that very effectively, though, I'm going to need a team that works well like that. I think the best I can do is this, probably the Northern faction as far as that kind of thing goes, in terms of what we have. Unfortunately, could be better. And I think that may even be why I had people like Nocturne in there. I don't know that he would be especially helpful here. Isolde is the lord that I have for that faction. I can tell you she doesn't do very well as far as living. Oh, right! I got Elder. Good job. Good job, Bugajoa. I did get Elder, and he does have a good lord boost. Let's look at him. We're just gonna throw one of these guys out and put him in so we can see his faction boost. Deploy Elder as load to activate. Increases faction of team members' basic attributes by 15%. Like, just that by itself is awesome. Periodically grants all faction team members a shield equal to 30% of their max health, and other allies a shield equal to. Oh my gosh, she gives everybody a shield, not just his own faction. Okay, this is the obvious choice. Very cool. 15% of their max HP for 20 seconds. It's super good. The more faction allies there are on the team, the more frequently it takes effect. Yeah, I agree, Ruben. Argosh 12 says, hello, Decimus is one of the best heroes there to block for a short time. I've tried using Decimus there. I haven't really loved it. I understand what you're saying, but I don't know. I'm not sure about it. Ruben says auto ulting in that fight might be a pain because you want time vortex shields and Aelin's ultimates right before he starts his shrieks and earthquakes again. That's true. And also, probably, who was it? I was thinking of someone else just then with the ultimates at that time. But I can't remember who. So cool. All right. the attack of shielded faction team members is increased by 20%. I mean, that doesn't hurt either. All of this is good things. So definitely Elder as the Lord. He doesn't have to come out. He can stand there in the background, being level 1 with no clothes on, and be just fine. All right. Great, great, great. Let's see. So we have him as the Lord. Hollow is part of that group. And then we have a Northerner team. That's not bad. We have the makings of a Watcher team at the bottom, but we would have to lose Cena. We wouldn't have to lose Cena. We could lose somebody else. Idril probably would be fine to go. I like her because she can hit things further away. But let's see who we have in the Watcher faction here. Yes, putting Leia in as a healer is not terrible, and in fact, we can replace Dao Chen, I think, with Leia. Then we've got two teams. We've got a Northerner team and a Watcher team. Leia's boost increases faction team members' base attributes by 15%, periodically increases faction team members' damage and healing bonus by 50% for 20 seconds. The more faction allies there are on the team, the more frequently it takes effect. When any faction team member is healed, their damage will increase by 25% for 10 seconds. So, say we go with this, then we go with the same basic idea. Throw out Xena early on, take the hits. Try to have a brain a little bit. Possibly, Mike can have a brain when he's going to do Earthquake. Don't know. We'll see. It could happen. We'll try it. See how it goes. Definitely like that 15% bonus. And that is the shield to everybody? That's amazing. Eldra is super cool. I hadn't realized quite how cool. Alright, so now we'll pick up Xena, and then we'll patiently wait. We're going to put out Regulus when the beatings stop. Or like, okay, let's see. Let me think about this. I want Regulus in front. And who do I want behind him? Well, that's going to be interesting. Could put Yugi behind him. Sun Wukong behind him is fine. Okay, then wait a second. Alright, put him down. Now, Sun Wukong back behind him. But who else do I need? I need probably, where are my healers at? We got Leia here. And she can do like that, I guess. And then we've got Hollow here. People on the right side are going to be struggling a little more than people on the left. That might be okay. Let's put Etrim here. And then we group behind him. Now, we'll throw Etrim over here. Xena is available again. We'll turn those on, and then what if we turn off Hollow's ultimate off of this, so that I can try to pay attention to beatings upon the ground. Okay, I'm again going to put Kira down there. Golden Shriek is happening, so we'll pass that. Maybe not fast enough. But that's okay. This isn't as bad as I feared it would be. Okay, now they all got beaten above the head a good bit. They didn't quite all die, but we have a level 1 left to throw out. It's not great. Somehow I don't think he's going to last very long. I mean, he lasted longer than I thought he would. Alright, well that was a little bit better. I think I didn't cast Hollow's thing in time. Maybe I'm not sure exactly when I needed to. I did it a little bit before it went off, but possibly I did it too late. So this time I'll try it a little sooner and see how it goes. Stats show Argosh says Sadie's ultimate is good against that shoot too. I don't know who Sadie is. Sadie. I don't know. But yes, we got Lubu at the top, 1,283,900, followed by Xena with 1,660,000. Then Sun Wukong at 391. Quad says, I know nothing, wish I could help. You're good, man. All right, Argosh says she's a healer. I don't have a. All right, let's see. Let us challenge again, and I'll try to time that hollow ultimate a little bit better. I think that's what happened wrong. Let's go ahead and throw some gear on this guy, even though he's not going to last a minute anyway, but just in case I do end up throwing him out again, at least he'll have something on his on himself. Could promote him up while I'm at it, but no real need to right now. He's really just there for the Lord bonus. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. This time with custom. Okay, we've got Xena. Throw her out. Then we'll pick up Xena. Now, we patiently wait for the earthquake guy to do his earthquake stuff. Okay, that doesn't count as the first hit, is that right? Did something, and I think he's got one more to do. So we'll put Regulus out now. Let's find our people. We've got Hollow here. This girl can go here. And then we have Sun Wukong who can go back here. Let's turn on the ultimate to make sure I keep saying Hollow, I mean Vortex every single time. Okay, we got a rock being thrown at someone. That's no fun. Even there, we will again put Lubu here. Each roll can come back down here. And then hopefully we can get Kira out up at the top. Okay, he's doing it, so let's do this. Did I do it fast enough? A lot of them lived that time, so that wasn't as bad as it could have been. Adrian went down, unfortunately. Now let's throw Xena here to take that hit. Okay, we do have this guy we can put out, but it won't do any good. I mean, let's try it. Oh, he did something, my gosh. It's irrelevant, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, no good. No good. If you get halfway through, then it knocks us out. I could save some people back to put out. Okay. Try again. All right. Let's try Xena first. That part is the part that goes best of the whole thing. Okay. Xena there. And then we pull her up. Now let's see if I only put out some of my team and save back the rest of the team. How that will go. Thinking about this, who should I put out first? We could try putting Hollow, not putting Sun Wukong. Oh, right. I didn't wait for the hurricane. That's super, not hurricane, earthquake. Super cool. Super cool. Try again. All right. Rugen is suggesting pulling out Adrian and putting in Aelin, possibly. Again, the issue isn't really so much that they're not getting healing as it is that they are being one-shotted. All right, so we wait for the guy to beat the ground a bit, then we put Redfoot's out. We got him out. Now let's try putting Hollow here. Then we put Adrian here. And then we just won't put everyone up. We'll just put, let's try her, whatever her name is, Akira, I think. Turn on the ultimates and see what we need to do. Okay, those guys went through, so we have to put somebody there to stop them. The Golem Shriek is happening. I think I was too late on it. Maybe not. All right. Okay, that's not so bad. Now let's look for a second. We've got Earthshake incoming. It's gonna wipe those guys out. So we would have this moment to heal up some, but we won't. That's okay. We've got Xena we can throw out, and Lubru, a healer, and a little DPS. So, okay, let's see how it goes. Ah, I missed. I had clicked in the area where they no longer were. Alright, we throw Xena out over here, though. There we go, Lubru. Pretty quiet, I get him out in time. Alright. Peruvian says you got timing right for Vortex for the Shriek, then hit Aelin, so you survived the earthquake hits. Let me look at Aelin again. I don't remember what her ultimate was. Let's go check it out. Alright. Aelin, where are you? No idea. Gonna sort by healers. There she is. See what she's got here for the glitch. See, again, I mean, when triggered increases the heroes. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. You're saying the Shriek is the one-shotting them, and then the or one-shotting a lot of the people, and then the hurricane or the earthquake is the thing that's um, hitting one right after another, and that maybe that'll work. We can try it. I don't know if it will or not, but we can try it. All right, so you're thinking Idro out, Aelin in. Clyde says, I feel like you may be dodging the first earthquake hit, but there may be two more. I could be wrong. I don't know. All right, let's see. Go by that. Throw Aelin back in. Try again. All right, so once more, you do Xena here. And then pull her back up. Okay, he does his golem shriek. Here comes one of his buddies. Try to wait for that last hit. And then we go there. I would pull out probably Aelin, then Hollow. Yeah, if we want to try it that way, I suppose. Okay. And then we also have, that's not Aelin, that's other girl over there. So let's stick out Aelin. Put out Idrin here. Okay, Aelin. Gotta try to remember which one's which visually. It's very difficult. So we'll continue to try it this way. And then Akira here, let's turn on ultimates, but wait, we don't want to turn on her ultimate. Oh no. Oh no. We've ruined it. Did not remember to turn those off in time. Everything is bad around here. We're gonna restart that. Alright. Try again. Man. Alright, Xena first. So pull him back. Quad says you can do it. Thank you. I'm gonna try. Golem Shriek incoming. Followed by Earth Shake. Keep saying Earthquake, but it's actually Earth Shake. Now, we'll put her back out. Put Aelin out. And then we'll put Hollow out. Now we've got... Okay, hold on. Let's put Sun Wukong over here. We've got... Not Lubu. Wrong guy. We need Idrin here. And then Lubu behind. And then Akira. Let's turn on ultimates. So Akira there. Golem Shriek is incoming. I start Hollow's thing on. It didn't matter. Let's do Aelin's. Okay, what can I do here, if anything? I think I wait. And then see what I need to do. That did get us through that that way. Kind of want to put out the Ghost Girl, but I also kind of want to wait on the Ghost Girl. Tell things are a little. Oh, Golem Shriek, I'm not ready with the thing yet, though. I can't do it. Alright, let's put... that was a bad choice, but that's okay. Sun Wukong, and then Xena. We've got Leia here, but it's no good. We can maybe stop it. Okay. That's better. It's better. He's gonna walk right on in, and it won't matter. But yeah, that was it's a good try. Good try, team. Yeah. All right. Stats show Adrian was at the top with 1,990,640, followed by Akira with 1,801,650, and then Xena at 1,686,320. HP heal, we've got Hollow at the top, 1,126,770, and then Aelin at 786,626, and then Leia at 508,403. All right. Not quite good enough. If we had just a little bit more of anything, it would help a lot. And maybe this is the point at which I need to really start looking at the gear so that I can get over that hump. And I hate to say that, of course, but it is what it is. Now, I could use this fellow here, this elder. I had looked at his skills earlier. I hadn't obviously paid enough attention to his word skill previously. Arabian says, yay, gears, keep feeling okay? Ah, I hate it. I hate it. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. What might I be able to do here? Increases attack by 30% and gains Thunder Aegis, grants allies of the same faction elders talent temporarily. See, that sounds like a good thing. The ultimate lasts for 20 seconds. Yeah, I mean, that could be very useful, I feel like, for this. 15% chance to trigger Thunderhammer, dealing an extra 200% damage. If the hero has no shield, or Thunderhammer has 40% chance to grant a shield equal to 50% attack for 10 seconds. Then we have Thunder Protection, when taking damage, gains a shield equal to 40% max HP, and increases damage with 20% lasting for 10 seconds. This effect can only be triggered one time every 40 seconds. Arabian says he still needs to be promoted. Yes, he absolutely would need to be promoted. I don't think I'm going to take him in at his level 1 unstarred self, and I would definitely want to promote him up and level him up and all of those good things before we throw him into the blender. But it looks like to me that he might be worthwhile. When I first looked at him, I added him to my favorites. You see, he's got a little star on him. So, what that meant was that I thought he was going to be worth leveling up and putting some resources into. And looking at him now, I'm thinking he's absolutely worth it. And I think I will. Now, how much do I have? Who knows? Let's try upgrading. I have quite a few of the XP potions from the recent Siege of Tia that happened. Feels like a good idea. Let's do it. We leveled him up. I'm not going to be able to star him up. I am going to be able to star him up. I do have an left. Well, that's super cool. Let's do that too. Alright. So we have increased all of his stats that way, and then we'll upgrade him the rest of the way to max level. We got promotions over here, so let's go ahead and get in on that.
I could get used to this.
Quad says start that dude up, then absolutely. Let's get it done. That opened up Storm of Retribution and gave him some attribute increases.
I could get used to this.
Yeah, he seems very happy about his life. Okay, that says when shielded, deals extra damage equal to 25% of current shield strength. That's pretty cool. Promoted again.
I could get used to this.
It's unfortunate that they say and do exactly the same thing every time that you promote them. We unlocked Thunder Protection with that one. Promote him again.
I could get used to this.
I just remembered I had been doing those to get those insignias for Sun Wukong, and then I forgot about them entirely. That's okay. We'll use them for him and get some more in a minute. Alright, now we're gonna need 10 more for Sun Wukong, and then so that'll be it's just total of 17 plus another 10, so we need 27 of these melee fights. Yeah. Why not? Auto fight 27 times? Why not? And we need 513 stamina for that. So, why don't we... You know, I never use these smaller ones very much. Let's go ahead and use up a bunch of them. And then start those 27 fights there. Quad says, a summary animation at the end of the upgrade would suffice. Strangely, auto-fight the XP levels is one of my favorite things in this game. Interesting. Okay, so we've got that going. Try to get him a little bit more promoted. His talent thing says, when shielded, deals extra damage equal to 30% of current shield strength. That's pretty cool. Thing after that is just basic attributes increased. All right. Now, the thing is, okay, he's a fighter. He hits a couple of spots ahead of him. All right. Could be good to have out. Okay. What do I want to do right now is the question. Let's go back over here and then think about things for a moment. I've got, what do we have here with Hollow? What's going on with him? He's promoted all the way up. That's a good thing. Don't think any of these things need improving. It looks like we're pretty okay with all of that. Looks like he increases the attack speed of all heroes in range by 30 every 60 seconds. Well, that's not bad. Seems fine. So I think I'm good with, I keep saying Hollow. His name is still Vortex every single time. Ruben says work on that gear. Oh, you taking off, Ruben? I'll see you later. All right. So, okay. So what else we got to check on? Let's look at this girl here. New Zealand. Ava. What does she have in the skills that might need a bit of a promotion? Maxed out on her ultimate. Well, okay. That's good. Okay, I like this. Divine Moonlight thing here. Reduces damage taken by the allies in range. And if that gets leveled up, it can be that number can be reduced more. So that's when Divine Moonlight reaches 25 stacks, increases healing multiplied by 20%, and then additionally, allies in range will receive 10% less damage. Okay. Divine Moonlight is this. What do we hold it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, it's this solidarity that makes it. For every one allied target in range, increases base healing by 1% and acquires 2 additional stacks in Divine Moonlight. Okay, so one allied target in range. Now, we have plenty of targets in range for sure. She gets those Divine Moonlights over time, regardless. It says here receives 1 stack of Divine Moonlight every 1 second, stacking up to 50 times. So, have enough people in her area, then she can get there very quickly to where she has enough to do this. When it reaches 25, it increases the healing and allies can receive 10% less damage. I don't know if that was, if she was reaching that many stacks or not in the last fight. Surely she probably was, but if we can get that up, that'll help a little bit. And I see that level 3, it decreases the amount of stacks required for that to be the case. So that seems like it could be very good. And I need it, so I'm gonna try it. Let's throw a legendary skill crystal at it. Shame, so don't have very many good. But we did luck out, we get that. That's very good. What are the other things that I could get here? Divine Moonlight plus 1 stack. Okay, that would also be helpful. And this is healing multiplied plus 5%. So that's the one I would want the least. I mean, it's okay. It's not great. Let's try it again. See what we get. The one I want the least. Alright, healing multiplier plus 5%. That's fine. Let's go again. I'm willing to do, I think, down to 10 skill crystals at the moment. Divine Moonlight plus 1 stacks. That seems fine. Let's go again and see what we get. Another one. Alright. Healing multiplier increase plus 1% on this. which is good. She may actually be worth finishing. Um, Mostly finishing off. Might be helpful, but we'll wait on that for now. Okay. Who else do we need to work on? Any of them really. Let's have a look at Regulus and see what he's got going on here. Okay, his I don't like the ancient mythic here. Okay, so we have here Glacier Bangle, and we've got Curse Amulet and Morale Ring. So every single thing that he has is a different kind of piece. And none of it is what I would want to be throwing on him right now, really. To get his attack up, but I don't know that he's the one doing much damage, honestly. So, don't think that's going to help a great deal. Alright, we've got two little things that can get better here. This is his physical attack. We almost have that maxed out. Deals damage to one enemy, increases defense by 5% for every one enemy blocked, and restores 9 extra range for every 4 basic attacks launched. And the last thing, or the things that we would add to that is periodic rage regen plus 3%, which would be useful for casting morale more often. Increases max HP by 45% and absorbs 40% damage taken by adjacent allies for 12 seconds. Actually, I need to be timing that for right before the big hits come off. This lasts for 12 seconds, so it may be able to get through a good portion of the Earth Shake as well. And I need to think about that more when I do it. If I keep the healers alive, I'll be beside him. And that seems like a good idea. Alright. Max HP increase plus 5, damage shared plus 5%. Alright. For every 14 instances of damage taken, inflict stun on all block targets. That's irrelevant for this. When Regulus's HP drops below 10%, he summons Holy Shelter and becomes immune to all damage for 10 seconds up to 1 time per deployment. Okay. So I could do something there. I suppose. What do I have on him here? After every 10 basic attacks landed, deals AoE physical damage 1 time equals 230% of damage multiplier to at most 5 targets and restores HP for 16% of damage dealt. Makes sense that I probably put that on him as a heal. Alright. So let's do a random upgrade here. We have maxed out his basic attack. Okay. That's interesting. See what else we have. I think Etran is pretty set, as I recall. He's happy in all that he has. Let's check out Akira. Alright. Akira's gear could use some improvement. You know, actually though, I don't want to throw anything into Akira right now. I don't think it's not my primary people that I'm relying on. What do we have over here for Leah? Okay. She has this Lord skill. We read that a few minutes ago. Her divine race is grace rather is awesome. Restores 10% rage for all allies in range immediately. Afterward, applies rage regen to them every 1.5 seconds for 10 seconds. This effect doesn't affect the hero's rage. When the ultimate is triggered, applies a damage increase to all allies and management increases the damage 5% every 3.5 seconds, stacking up to 2 times. Alright. I don't think I'm interested in worrying about any of that right now. Let's pop out of here and go see how these background fights are doing. Ah, well, there. Okay, now it's gone. Okay, let's check on Borud over here because he's got some stuff for me. He's got 3 gray guys. How exciting. Have I taken? Yes, I have taken a huge stamina potion from there. Let's try the arena. I know I can refresh that long ago. Let's do it. And we have a fellow from Russia with 362,873 BP. Let's see if we can take him on. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, so he stuck out Xena to start with. Perdition's Blaze. Activates when deployed, increasing attack by 30% and critical damage by 80%. Each attack deals 150% AoE damage to 5 enemies in range. Fewer targets hit. It's gone away and been replaced with Talon, with Nature's Resolve. Increases attack by 40% and all damage reduction by 20%. Dispels 1 debuff from the hero every 5 seconds, and when taking direct damage, restores 5% of the max HP for the hero and adjacent allies. Alright, so we got that victory over the Russian with 362,873 BP. Stats show that top damage on the board was my Xena with 3,004,480, followed by his Xena with 1,564,600, and then Talon for him. So we got 3 arena coins, 50 infernal emblems, and 8,000 XP potions for that. Okay, so that was the only one of those guys that I want to take on at the moment. Let's go over to quests, where we have a couple of things to claim. Promote heroes 1 time, gives us 10 diamonds, and upgrade hero skills 1 time, gives us 10,000 gold. Also, just remember that we have the faction trial to do. I haven't done that yet today. Just the trial of the Northerners. Now let's look at the trial of the Northerners and see what's up. Oh, that's a terrible, terrible thing. That trial of the Northerners right there. That is a thing of misery and despair. But the last time I tried it, I did not have Elder, and Elder is a Northerners, it turns out. So maybe we have a chance. Who knows? I don't think so, but maybe. What if we could start with throwing him out? I don't know. I don't know how good he is at taking a hit, and maybe I better wait on those insignias to get him started up before we give that a go. Maybe that's a good idea. Probably that's a good idea. Another thing is, I'll have to change up my team some anyway, because last time I did it, I didn't have some of these guys that I have now. And so, I may want to, for instance, maybe I don't want Nocturne. Maybe I want Ajax. Awesome. But I'll look at it further. I think I'll look at it further later once I get those insignias. So what I'm going to pop out of there and go and do the zombie invasion while we wait on these background fights to finish. Let's go over to the events. Soul's Ascent has Wizard Tour. Complete promotion raid stages 15 times, gives us 1 huge stamina potion. Also, we've now completed 20 Operation Vanguard quests, so we get 3 rare summoning crystals for that. I have not enhanced gear. We have 8 days left, so I'm going to wait on that. Yeah, spending money and enhancing gear is what we have left. Enhancing gear is going to spend money, so that'll sort of tie in nicely. We got the War of Fates things over here, which is 10 of more of these Bellbound Horror shards, 100 diamonds, and 100 legendary skill dust. Okay, speaking of that, a couple other things to think about. I guess I'll come over to the Invaders exhibition first. Quad says, "Oh, wait, what? You don't have to stay and watch the auto fights?" No, I don't. I don't know exactly when that starts happening, but you start being able to have them as background fights. It's just a button that you click, and you don't have to watch them. All right, let's stamp some tiles real quick. Quad says that changes my life considerably. Yes, absolutely. It is a big deal. Let's swap some tiles to make an O shape if all goes well. All right, so for that, we get 100,000 gold, 6 5-star psychic power shards, and 50 diamonds. And we have 97 stamps remaining at the moment, so we're going to try to get this R shape dealt with. The stamps mostly went into decent positions, like half of them, I think, went into good places, so that was lucky. Okay, so there was that R. We got 50 diamonds, 6 5-star psychic power shards, and 100,000 gold for that. And so we completed this. We got the ultimate reward up at the upper right of 1 legendary summoning crystal. Okay. Now, let's see. Checking to see if there's anything else I want to do before I do the zombie invasion. It's looking pretty good. Arena's got 8 minutes left on it. So I think we'll try to rush through the zombie invasion. Quad says, by the way, minor lifetime achievement. I had my first Bucky's brisket sandwich this weekend. I have never had a Bucky's brisket sandwich, so you're ahead of me, man. All right, now. Oh, I haven't even looked at this monkey versus goblin yet. I think this was the whack-a-mole thing. I haven't done it yet. I did it last time that it was here, but this time I haven't. But we'll save that for now and go on to, first I want to see how many skin assembly shard things I have. 55 out of 75, that's not terrible. Okay, zombie invasion, let's do it. Quad says they're good. Excellent. We have a couple of potion boost things here and 1 dark boost, so we get to choose a dark skill to start off with, and I'm going to grab this Spring of Sticks as mine because I like it, and I'm going to try to go light and dark with it if at all possible. So we'll refresh here, and we'll try to refresh again, and this is not looking good at all. We'll go one more time. We got a tornado that time. That's great. So I at least have the dark taken care of. The only way to get refreshes with these potions that I have right now, or these tools that I have right now chosen, is whenever you are, oh man, you gotta get the blazing bolt. But the only time to do it is when you're increasing the monster's attributes in some way. You're basically making a trade. I don't want charge 2. Because I like to do things when tornadoes affects me, so I don't want to make them even later. Let's go ahead and do Burning Dark 1 just to get our count up on the dark things and get this awakening pair. Let's go with Curse to start with on this. And then let's expand Spring of Sticks range and get damage plus 20%. Okay, I like both of these. Actually, I like all three of these. Um, so which one do I want to get? That is the question. Um, let's go with dark damage increase 3. I do like things that stack, you know? Oh, right. You got to get my pen and paper ready here because I got to write down when I pick the stuff that doesn't stack. So I'm going to go ahead and get the freeze potion here. Write this down so that I don't repeat it. Freeze potion. Okay? And then skip ahead. We have a couple of good possibilities here. I'm going to go ahead with Overdrive 2. Then we'll do basic bolt damage plus 40%, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I want to get my dark up a little bit. Nah. I'm going to get the damage increase 1 just because it will stack up. Okay. Shoot 3 is good, but I want to expand my Spring of Sticks range and increase damage across the board by 20% instead. Let's go. Let's go with dark damage plus 50%. Having to make quite a choices here, guys. Gotta get Fortune 3 when it's there if you're doing the potions. Self-destruction is very good. I think, though, I'm going to go with infinite this time around. Another Calamity 2 with that damage plus 20 and more Springs of Sticks. Let's go with Proliferate 3 on the Spring of Sticks. And then another Calamity 2 again. Now, we have some good stuff here. I'm going to go with Proliferate 3 to get that damage plus 40% across the board. Okay. Now we have a couple that we can get. Rubian says background fights in Watcher Realms are unlocked as soon as you clear 10 through normal 8-4. That a YouTube channel as well. He says, oh, yes, I see. Watcher Realms are unlocked. I see. I got you. All right. Good. Cool. Click buttons. Hold on a second. There we go. Got it. All right. Let's go with great damage plus 30% and dark damage plus 20% here, and then skip ahead. Okay, then we have Overdrive 2, get that extra 20% damage. Let's go with Celerity 2, cooldown on Spring of Sticks is decreased. Then we're going to go with Combo here and give tornadoes a chance to strike twice. And, striking twice is triggering twice. So the more you have the triggers on the strike, the more that it go off when it happens. Let's get the extra skill pick here. And I like a couple of these. I'm going to... I think I may actually get the Celerity 2 on this. Yes, because we want Blazing Bolt cooldown minus 25 seconds. Alright, now let's do net and increase our bounces and all of that. And then let's go with damage increase 1. I want Myra, but I want it to be Myra 3. Let's get another Calamity 3 here. And then Chainblade 3 here. We're on wave 11 at the moment, for those keeping track. Okay, we have 731 coins to spend. Let's get the Light Master plus 1, and then skip. Let's get overdrive 3, damage plus 40%. Okay, this is early enough in the game that Reaper 3 is going to be decent. Let's grab that. I also want that Smash 3, but gotta make choices. Let's double the Spring of Sticks damage frequency. Again, more hits is better. Okay. What do we have going over here with the drive? Not much right now. Let's look at this. I think we're going to we're gonna damage increase 1 on the Spring of Sticks. Definitely need to get more Spring of Sticks going, that's for sure. Second best option, I suppose, would be to expand Spring of Sticks range. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's do Blazing Bolt cooldown minus 0.5 seconds and a damage increase of 50%. Alright, I think we go with Smash 1 here. Then let's do AoE damage plus 20% and save up the rest for later. Okay, do I have Punishment with Light yet? I don't think that I do. I want to start doing that. I think go ahead and get that in play. Now, these aren't great. We're going to go with gold plus 200. And then let's go with Chain Blade 2 here, get damage plus 20%. Okay, Chain Blade 3 on this one. And then I think I like Overdrive. Domain of Sticks is now in play, deals 150% dark AoE damage to all enemies, knocks back all enemies, and inflicts slow on them. Cooldown 20 seconds. Okay, I'll go ahead and grab the Spring of Sticks potion. I'll write that down. That's the one I think that restores the health of the fence. Not always incredibly useful because you're doing pretty badly when they're at your gate, but it's on the board and I feel like it's reasonable to grab. I'll also get this Dark Burn potion here, and that's one that definitely doesn't stack and shows up over and over again. Then we'll get the single target damage plus 30% as well. And I have enough that I will just go ahead and use this 175 to refresh. Let's get, yeah, these are nice. Dark damage plus 30%, crit damage plus 30%, attack speed plus 30, and call that good. Okay, let's do single target damage plus 40%, and then get this Awakening. I'm not really going for the blessing stuff as much right now, but maybe now that I'm dealing damage based on my gold in the light damage, that may be the better choice. Let's go ahead and do it. Awaken that up. Right now, that's what the numbers are looking like. Okay, here we have. Which one do I want, basically? I still do like Spring of Sticks, like the Mire guy over there, but at the same time, I'm kind of still holding out for Mire 3, I think. So, I'm gonna get the single target damage plus 20% on the lightning chain option there. We've got dark damage plus 30%, attack speed plus 20, and then we're going to skip on this. Dark damage plus 20%. We're on wave 26 at the moment. We already have Reaper. The only benefit I would get is the dark damage plus 10%. That's the part that'll stack. I wonder, is that, yeah, I think that may be the best option here. So let's enhance it. They're starting to come down the board a little bit. Okay, we've got the Styx Surge Potion. We're going to grab that for sure and write that down. Now, we have the single target potion, so we'll get that, plus 30% on single target damage. Do I want to do more or not? Almost to do. I feel like, okay, we'll go ahead, I suppose, and get the ice damage plus 30%, and then the winter fight union. Just so that we can refresh it. Here's crit rate plus 6%, that'll come in handy. Single target damage plus 30%, attack plus 60. And I'll grab this physical just to refresh. Okay, we've got Twin Nature Light and Dark. Let's grab that and write that down. Twin Nature Light and Dark. Okay. And then I'll grab the AoE damage plus 30% and then skip. Okay, let's do Spring of Sticks cooldown minus 1 second and damage plus 20%. Now that's looking a lot better. All right. So we have going with the Blazing Bolt right now. Gaining the gold and dealing the extra damage seems good. Gaining just lots of that. So let's go ahead and get Light of Thunder 1 here. I don't have the regular burning potion large, so let's get that. I'll write it down. Okay, we've got single target damage plus 20%. Let's get the luck plus 8 and the physical damage plus 30 so that we can refresh and see this lovely stuff right here. We've got critical damage plus 20% and light damage plus 20%. Then we'll skip. The Rage Regen potions do not stack, so sometimes I just wait for the large ones. Let's get the refresh count plus 2. It's the only way to get those if you have the tools that I have on. And so, for the first time this entire session, I have a couple of refreshes after the first go of it to get the light and dot. We have the opportunity to get Mire 3 right now. I'm pretty sure I don't have it yet, so let's make sure. We have Mire 1. And it's tempting. But I'm going to get, maybe I do want to get Blast 3. We've got a little bit of that going on. Going to deals 25% AoE damage to surrounding targets, damage plus 40% across the board. Have quite a few of them going off. Let's go ahead and grab that. We have our 1 already. Okay, I don't love what we're seeing here. I'll get the dark burn potion, or the dark potion rather. Dark damage plus 20%. And, it doesn't cost a whole lot. It's 475. I kind of died. Regardless, I don't think that I want to spend it on this right now. I already have the freeze potion, the dark burn. Don't need them. Physical damage does me no good. And I'm doing more damage based on my coinage, so I'm going to go ahead and skip. Alright, I don't want the charge 3. I already have Mire, I don't have Mire 2. So now I suppose we get Blast 2 to increase our damage overall by 20%. As I think I want the duration of its effects to be short. Let's go with this. Alright, on wave 39 at the moment. Okay, half the Dark Burn Potion, don't need the physical. Let's get the crit damage plus 20% and the luck plus 12. We call that good enough. Keep going forward. Blazing Bolt is inching up on the leaderboard as far as the amount of damage that it's doing. Let's get the extra skill pick here. And I suppose, you know what? I want to get Circuit Halt too because I want to get this awakening. All right. Let's get Weaken here. And we got nowhere to run. Every hit triggers lightning chain split. So that ought to come in handy. Okay, we've got Celerity 3 here. That'll be good. Dark Mastery plus 1 for sure. We've got a Lucky Potion over there. And I think that is sufficient. Yes, I think so. Skip ahead. All right. Let's see how. Let's do Overdrive 3 here. Okay, we did get the good Rage Regen potion, so we're going to grab that. 15 Rage. And write it down because it does not stat. Then we've got single target damage plus 20%. We'll grab that and then skip. Let's get the extra skill bit. These are not wonderful. Do we have Wind Force? We do not have Wind Force. We definitely have Reaper. Do we have Razor Edge? We do have Razor Edge. Let's get Wind Force. Knock some enemies airborne. And now, I think we'll get the Light of Thunder to get that extra Blazing Bolt. Blazing Bolt, rather. We also get 10% light damage, which is good too. Okay, we got the Burning Potion. Let's get the Dark Burn Potion, or the Dark Damage, sorry, plus 30%. Attack speed plus 30, luck plus 12. And since we already have all that, we'll go ahead and throw in the 250 to refresh. Now let's get the Lightning Chain Potion, and I'm going to write that down. Lightning Chain. Let's get the Attack Potion, so attack plus 60, crit rate plus 10%, luck plus 12. Light Mastery plus 1, and light damage plus 30%. Now skip. We used a good bit of the gold on that one. It's nice, nice little run of potions there. On wave 54 at the do I have blast yet? I think I do, but maybe I don't. I do. I have it a couple of times. Damage plus 40% is good. Spring of Sticks cooldown minus 1 second is also good. But I'll go with the 40% increased damage. Okay, now we're gonna do overdrive over here. We trigger a little bit more blazing gold. Get some more gold incoming and some more damage from that. Here we have light damage plus 20%, luck plus 12. That's fine. Skip ahead. Okay, refresh plus 2 is always good. Alright, let's get crit rate plus 6%, attack plus 40, AoE plus 20%, and we'll grab the Dark Burn Potion to refresh. We've got light damage plus 30%, attack speed plus 20, attack plus 60, and you get this physical damage plus 20 to refresh. We already have the freeze potion and the burning potion. Let's get Dark Mastery plus 1 and skip. Okay, this time I'm gonna get self-destruction and do AoE damage when they finish. Okay, Fallen Phoenix Rage summons one Fallen Phoenix for 15 seconds, cooldown 30 seconds, and the Fallen Phoenix just throws out tornadoes willy-nilly, just like that. Alright, let's get Smash 2 over here. Tornado Potion. I think so. Has a chance to split when it ends. That's another of the things, the two things when those tornadoes end. So getting charged makes that happen less often. Alright, we've got attack plus 60 and daily damage plus 20%. We'll go ahead and get the Dark Burn so we can see the next page. We've got Light Mastery plus 1 and Luck plus 12, and then we'll skip. Blazing Bolt is still climbing the ranks over there. Let's get the extra skill point here and debate momentarily about which thing I want. I think I want Winds plus 3 here. On wave 66 second mark. Okay, all of these things are good. Oh man, it's a tough call, really. What do we have going here? Okay. The weakening was pretty cool. Spring of Sticks is doing almost all the damage right now. Let's go with Dark Damage Increase 3. I don't know if that was the right choice. Oh well. Okay, single target damage plus 30% seems fine. And we'll go on ahead. I may not should have done that because they're definitely coming down a little ways down the map. Or the board, if you can call it that. But that's right. We'll see. If I lose from my error, too bad. Okay. I normally would choose the refresh count plus 2 on this, but I think instead I'm going to give them attack and get some dark damage. That way they can beat on my fence harder. Let's get dark damage plus 30%, crit damage plus 20%, and then we're going to go ahead and grab physical damage and the freeze potion so we'll refresh the page to get that crit rate plus 10%, light damage plus 20%, crit damage plus 20%, and the luck plus 8. Crit rate plus 10%, attack speed plus 30, dark damage plus 30%, attack plus 60. Okay, dark damage plus 30%, light damage plus 20%, single target damage plus 30%. And I will refresh that. Attack plus 60. And I guess I'll get the lucky potion and then skip. That definitely helped knock those guys back a bit. Now let's get Pursuit 3 for that damage plus 40%. Okay, dark damage plus 30%, light damage plus 20%, luck plus 8, and we'll grab the physical damage plus 30%, crit rate plus 10%, light damage plus 30%, and then we skip. All right, let's get the extra skill pick on this one. And then, not exactly what I want to see. I can get dark damage plus 20%, or I can get light damage plus 70%. Light damage is not doing great at the moment. It's definitely not doing the best. But, look again. Ah, man. All right. Let's get the Reaper 3. Okay, we have both of those burn potions. Let's get attack plus 60, AoE damage plus 20%. We're on wave 82 at the moment. We'll use a refresh. All right, let's get attack plus 40, crit rate plus 10%, luck plus 8, and we will get that just to refresh the screen there. We've got crit rate plus 6%. What's our crit rate at now? We're up to 73%. Single target damage plus 20%, light damage plus 20%. You grab the ice damage to the next page. We've got attack plus 60, light damage plus 30%, luck plus 12, and again, get the freeze potion. Light mastery plus 1, single target damage plus 30%, luck plus 8, and we grab that fire damage. Crit damage plus 30%, and I think that's it. We'll skip for now. Well, let's do Light of Thunder 2 here. And then, Execution. They're definitely moving quite quickly down the board. Let's get crit damage plus 20%, light mastery plus 1, attack plus 60, light damage plus 30%. Attack plus 40, light damage plus 20%. And we'll get these two to check out the next page. We got light damage plus 20%, luck plus 8. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and check out the next thing. Crit damage plus 20%, attack plus 60, light damage plus 30%. We'll grab the rage regen. Attack speed plus 30 and luck plus 12. Do I want that? Yeah, I'll get it. Okay. And then we'll skip. Definitely getting beaten up a good bit at this point, so it's unfortunate. Fences going down. Okay, we got an extra skill pick here. Let's go with Spring of Sticks damage plus 80%. It's not looking wonderful, but we'll see. Okay, dark damage plus 30%, crit rate plus 6%. Where are we at now? Crit rate of 79%, luck plus 12, ice damage plus 20, sure. Dark mastery plus 1, needed that. Dark damage plus 20%. Yes, I'll go ahead and get those two. Attack plus 40, and single target damage plus 20%. Doing pretty poorly, so we're gonna refresh this. AoE damage plus 20%, attack speed plus 30, light mastery plus 1, and we'll grab physical damage. Attack speed plus 30, and then we'll skip and see what happens. Terrible things are happening up there. Alright, pretty sure I have the smash stuff already. We'll do. I suppose we could do Overdrive 3. I already have that, however. It would increase the ultimate effect duration by 8 seconds. I'm not going to. I'm going to get Overdrive 2 on the tornadoes to increase the damage overall by 20%. Definitely hitting hard out there. Bad situation. Yeah, we didn't quite manage to get to the next set of stuff. That's all right. We got wave 95, and Blazing Bolt did 49% of the damage. And most of that was from the gold that I was getting. So it's doing 30%. It's very nice. Then Spring of Sticks was next at 48%. Then Tornado at 2%, and Lightning Chain was just utility support. All right. Now, on the quest thing, we challenged one time daily during the event, and we challenged 3 times during the event. So we got those autofight chances, so I didn't need that. And then 1 huge stamina potion. Okay, let's see here. We've got 22,110 coins, 32,940 XP potions, 2 mythic extracts, 270 insignia of melee attack of all varieties, 8 legendary extracts, and 300 perma emblems. Let's get out of there and come back over to our heroes here and see if we can remember at all what we do. I definitely know that I was trying to get some Kong's promotion done, so let's do that. And that gives him 10% more attributes in all regards, or however much, something like that. Then there's somebody else. Who was it? Oh, is it Elder? I think so.
I could get used to this.
Alright, so there is Elder. When shielded deals extra damage equal to 30% for its shield strength. We're gonna do that again on him.
I could get used to this.
Okay. So he's in a much happier, healthier condition. Did I claim my tide rewards is another question. Spell the quests I did, so all is well there. Alright, we have 477 more stamina hanging out there. I've also got a refreshable root right here. He has some great guys. Let's get them. Okay, now let's go over to, I suppose, I don't know, do I want to do the mystery of artifacts? Oh, yeah. Speaking of artifacts, I might have some put together over here. I don't know. Let's check. In the forge, I do. I do have a good number here. 28 forgeable ones. And what we're going to do is just pick this big number over here, forge by 28. And then we're going to see if we get any mythics out of that. Alright, we got a resonance spell. Increases damage by 15%. If there are adjacent allies, further increases damage by 10%. Then we have the, oh, that was for Tactician's Fight, which is pretty cool, actually. Something to think about. Then we have Ariat Pledge. Increases damage by 20% when the caster's HP is above 80%. That's class limited to defenders and should never ever go on Chaos guys at Siege. Alright, cool. Here's Spirit Siphon. Increases damage dealt to the same target by 5% with each consecutive hit, up to 3 times. However, the effect will disappear if the hero switches to a different target, and that is from Marksman specifically. Talisman of Resolve is next. When shielded, increases damage by 20%. The effect lasts for 6 seconds after the shield vanishes. Then there's Blight Caller's Claw. Blight Caller's Claw, that's a tongue twister. Class limited to Marksman. Increases single target damage by 14%. After basic attack, has a 15% chance to trigger a special strike that deals 80% physical damage to one target. This effect can only be triggered one time every 4 seconds. Well, that is a lot of words right there. So, after a basic attack, it has a 15% chance to trigger a special strike that deals 80% physical damage to one target. Well, that's cool. Alright, interesting. Then we have Wailing Skull. Dealing damage has a 40% chance of summoning one Shadow Guard with 80% of the hero's attributes to attack enemies for 10 seconds. This effect can be triggered as often as one time every 20 seconds. And he has Wailing, it's for fighters rather. It's interesting. I wonder what that would do. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Dwarven Strider. Increases basic attributes of the hero by 5%. After casting the ultimate, gains an extra 1% increase to basic attributes. This increase can stack up to 3 times. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so that was my artifact origin of the moment. Okay. Let's see. What was I doing? I was going to try and that other thing. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yes, summon. I do have an ancient summoning crystal here, so let's throw it at this. See if we get anything fun. Oh, but of course, we got Autumn, the 3-star healer from the Infernal faction. As comforting as the changing leaves, Autumn uses AoE healing and boosts critical damage. Alright. I do have 11 more of these, which I was tossing toward these guys. Let's go ahead and do them as well. We've got Spreef, the 2-star marksman. Can't trust this one. This vile goblin will lead you into the dark before flooding you with his daggers. And now for Wargrak, the 2-star mage. Running with a band of thieves, Wargrak slows enemies with his putrid magic while increasing his own speed. Following that up with Liam, 2-star marksman from the Fierce faction. Unshakable and accurate, Liam can attack multiple enemies simultaneously from an impressive distance. And then Rumnose, the 2-star defender. This cheeky goblin can't stay out of the dream. When healthy, he's mighty hard to take down. And then there's Arlo, the 2-star fighter. A masked man of the people, Arlo's a dexterous fighter who can reduce hero summoning costs. Here's Langwin, the 2-star healer. Langwin is as devout as can be. His healing magic dispels negative effects, keeping allies in the fight. Then there's Drogo, the 3-star marksman from the Christian faction. There's nowhere to hide. Drogo's massive range and alien ultimate will have enemies scrambling for cover. With 3 more of those rare summoning pistols after this, without cutting into our diamond store. Here's Halder, the 2-star fighter. As a traveling mercenary, Halder seeks to repay a debt that saved his very life. And then we have Rumnose once more, the 2-star defender. This cheeky goblin can't stay out of the dream. When healthy, he's mighty hard to take down. Following that up with Dolores, the 4-star healer from the Infernal faction. Sultry and sensual, Dolores soothes allies with her graceful dancing while increasing their attacks. We have 1 left only, so let's do it. And it is Rumnose once more, the 2-star defender who has a problem with alcohol, but he's very, very tough when he stays out of the dream. Let's check on the passes over here. Weekly quests, Forge 10 artifacts, and you get 200 elf tokens, leveling us up to 55. Level rewards, and we don't get any right now because we've already surpassed the limit here. So at level 50, each level upgrade of the elf pass will grant you gold times 15,000. Don't forget to check your mailbox and claim the bonus after the season ends. So the elf pass gives you gold at this point. The dragon pass at that point will give you XP potions. I don't know where that's at. There it is. Okay, it tells you over here. After you hit level 70 on the gold dragon pass, you start earning those. Quad says similar to Drunken Style Kung Fu Master's Rumnose. Maybe it says that he does better when he's healthy, so I'm not sure. I think he's pretty not good when he's drunk because he's only a 2-star guy. Alright, let's see over here. Oh yes, the faction trial. I should do that quick first. Let's claim the stuff from the mine. We have 6,650 coins, 4,650 XP potions, 31 stamina, 3 diamonds, 3 auto fight chances, and 8 mythical. Alright. Now for this faction trial over here, please. Maybe. Trial of the Northerners. I'm gonna get slaughtered here. That's the reality of it. But let's try it. Okay. I don't know how livable he is, how survivable he is, so I'm thinking, what if we start out with Adrian, then a healer, then Eldred? I don't know. It's not going to go especially well, I doubt, but we'll try. This stage is nasty. The guys on it, it's not pleasant. It's not great. Okay, so if we start out with him, we can then put Elder behind him, possibly. My goal of the moment isn't actually to win, it's just to throw some people down and lose less badly. That's the goal. Strange, I know. It's what I'm at, though. Let's go right here with him. Why not? Be bold. Go dangerously. There's no healer on Ethan, so it's not a great situation. could we put me down? Where would we put her? Okay, maybe we do vortex here. Maybe it can keep Elder alive. Who knows? I have no idea how hard this is going to be. Okay, hey, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, honestly. All right. So that's what we're, and Elder is actually doing very well over there. Okay. So we might have a chance up there. In that case, I have to rethink this entire thing. I have people. I suppose. Okay, let's restart this. All right. If in fact this guy can survive some hits, okay, let's think about this. Let's put him here instead. And then we can perhaps put Hollow down. And I don't know exactly how I want to do that, but if we put you down here, and then I know Adrian can take some hits. I don't remember what his ultimate does. He certainly did not live through that. So let's see. Let's try that again. So this time we'll try him. And then Hollow as his healing. Probably this is not going to be the way I'm going to do it. But we'll try it like this first. Actually, let's put Hollow here. What does this do? Increases attack by 30%, gains Thunder Aegis, grants allies of the same faction knowledge talent temporarily. The ultimate lasts for 20 seconds. So we may not want, the auto ultimate to go off on either of them. Man, he is just not able to stand up to that guy. So that guy's wearing all kinds of plate and stuff. This other guy is not. So, alright. Who are these? Alright. Let's restart. Okay, plate guy has to have Adrian over here, looks like to me. The other side, though, we can put the other dude there. So, can we put Nidan over here with Adrian? That is the question. Turn on the ultimates, I think. And we also have Lightlock. And Lightlock is on a single target. So what if I put Lightlock here, facing that way so that he doesn't hit anybody behind him with his heals, and he can focus on Adrian. Then we can stick Elder, I think at the top there, right here, with someone behind him. First, we've got to get a healer out, or people die. Just like Adrian just did. It's a shame. That man, no bueno, no way. All right. Well, it did not work as I had hoped it would. Okay, let's think about this for a second. Would it be better if I stuck Udon there? I don't know. I need to go look and see this map again, see the guys who are going to be attacking me. Alright, we can look at the stats for what that does. Basically, Adrian did all of the damage that was done, which is unsurprising. Let's complete this and go have a look at the map. Alright, Fallen Templar has heavy armor, and I'm assuming that's the dude here at the bottom that I keep getting smashed by. Silver and Shield inflicts continuous magic damage on the enemy that blocks the unit surrounded by the shield. When destroyed, the shield deals massive magic damage to all nearby enemies. Okay. Also, okay. Continuous magic damage. So anybody wearing heavy armor is going to burn down faster, theoretically. So, you know, like a defender, you would think would be in the heavy armor. That would go down faster than fighter, perhaps. Then we've got Butcher, which I think is the guy coming from the top over there. Now, there's actually another portal over here that we haven't even considered because, honestly, I'm not going to get that far. But this guy here, the Butcher, he has the Soulburn Shield, just like this guy here does. So he inflicts continuous magic damage, but his stats are different. So this plated guy, his HP is less, his attack is less, but his defense is massive. His magic resistance is, yeah, it's okay. It's not great. But I can't get enough people down there in the amount of time that we have to be able to do much about that. Alright, Soulburn Shield, yes. Magic resistance is not wonderful for them either. It's the same. So, interesting. Then there's a dog's followers who has light armor and is ranged. Wielding the soul magic, they whistle demon twist every soul he touches. Rumors say that twisting the soul is 1,000 times more painful than burning in the abyss. Well, so those guys are both melee. And this one is ranged. Alright. Okay, let's see. I had Hollow's ultimates turned off. And I mean, it would be good to have them possibly turned off for this, so that I could time them for when the guys are about to explode. It may be able to save some people that way. Don't know. It's a tough call, really. Yeah. Healers are not sufficient to the task thus far. Let's see. Okay. So, I could throw Lady Nina down and try to just hold one in place long enough to get a defense going on the other side. And my people come out. I don't know. Maybe. What if I tried that? I don't know why Mari is in here. Okay. Let's put Lady Nina here. Get some gear on her. Let's see if I have anything I want to throw into her. I don't really think so right now. The vulnerability versus various things would be good. Okay. So, she's level 60 and all that, so that's fine. Alright. Welcome back, what? Alright, so let's start with that and just see what happens when we look at her again. Skills. Alright, every 5 basic attacks triggers an enhanced basic attack dealing 100% AoE damage to 5 enemies. With basic attack and enhanced basic attack, inflict blood sigil and slow on targets. Okay, that's all fine and well. This is the one that I need, is the immobilized state. How long does it last? 2 seconds? It's not very long, unfortunately. Don't know. I will try. She's got the inflicting resistances thing or vulnerabilities thing on me. Maybe. I had clearly just been throwing melee units down willy-nilly in an attempt to stop the onslaught. Alright. Let's see what happens if you just toss Lady Nina down there and then start trying to build up the right-hand side. I don't think it's going to go very well. Who knows? One way to find out. So what we want to do is not have Lady Nina's on. Okay, excellent. Alright, so we have that going there. Now, let's try putting this guy over here. And then see if we can get Hollow over there. Okay, that guy's on the move, so let's try to immobilize him. Get Hollow down. And I forgot what this thing does. His attack and thunder eagles grants allies at the same impact means talent. That's a good thing. But I want ideally I would like to have Adrian. And this will work. Right there? Sure. Can he hit him? He can. It's wonderful. Alright. Now let's do some talent granting. Missed. Missed. A little too slow. It's a shame. Alright, no good. It was a little better though, I think. I think that went a little better in some regards. I don't know why I say that, except I think it lasted a little longer, at least. Dang. So, it's crazy. Okay, so I might could have gotten his talent off, or his ultimate off. I mean, I could have. I just went a split second too late there. Because his talent is, when shielded, deals extra damage equal to 30% current shield strength. That could have been helpful to have for Adrian specifically. And of course, it would have given him a shield a little bit. So he may not have died quite as quick. We can try it again. I mean, it's obviously I have no chance of winning with what I'm doing, but I might can learn something. Okay, so first and foremost, we will again stick out Lady Nina so that she can pause things. Now, it's possible that I can put Ethan up there instead, because he can take the hits a little bit longer. Put him there. However, that means that the other guy's ultimate. Oh, yeah, he can't stand up to these hits down here. That's right. Oh, yeah, right. Gotta stop that from happening. Yeah, I don't think that our boy Elder is gonna last very long down here, unfortunately. Olog, he can take a hit or two. But we'll try this guy first. Oh no. Went down like a Led Zeppelin. Alright, so just to see how things go, we'll continue on in this vein for a moment. It's going okay there. So, what do I want to prepare for? Okay, they're coming this way. So, I think that Lubu doesn't last very long, as I recall, under these conditions. We could put Olog, and then that would be a blocker here. We could put Mudan here and face down. That might work for a second. I have to remember to use Mina's at the right time over there. I don't know how well Olog is going to stand up to the heat there. And I wonder if I can put Ajax here or if he'll just die a terrible, terrible death. Let's see. And where do I want to put him? Right there? Yeah, that way you can hit him um, while they're just standing there anyway. Oh, right. Totally forgot to freeze them. That's terrible because what it means is that they didn't get to get hit with Ajax's step there. So actually, that wasn't going terribly though. You may want to change where people are. Maybe I want Mina to be here on the outside. Maybe not. Maybe here is a good idea to keep her back a little bit. Not the worst plan. All right, so if we get her here, then what did I do? I got you turn out next. That was okay. And he was here, I think, followed by follow at the back. Turn on ultimates. Let's use her ultimate. Well, I was afraid it didn't go off there for a whole second. I was like, well, that's not going to work out at all. Okay, I've got. I keep saying Hollow. His name is still Vortex after all this time. All right, so him there. Then putting Olog down here wasn't bad. I think that's well put here. Ooh, that hurt. He just walked right through that time. Okay, so no to Olaf here. It's because maybe because it didn't have the shield, or maybe I put the wrong guy down. Who knows? I wonder if we could get Ajax out early. Put him down now so they can start beating on those guys as soon as they come out. We really need somebody over there to heal him, which is a problem. No can do. So, Ajax dies, which we knew would happen. We could put Rubu here, and he could start beating on the first couple of them, right? And then, I don't know, can we put, I don't know, maybe we could put Nidon down. Will it matter? Probably not. And then we can, oh, I was trying to use Mina's pause button. Didn't quite get it. Okay, well, I'm try putting him down. And who knows, you know? Who knows? Oh, things are going bad over there, too. Forgot all about that top area there. With no good whatsoever there. It's too bad. All right, so that doesn't work. Let's try another thing. Let's see if we put Ajax down first. Would he be able to blow that guy up? Doubt. I suspect he'll just die. But let's try it. It's a good try. Okay. I don't really want to have to put him down. I wonder if Lubu can finish him off. Oh, Lubu just stood there and then died. That was definitely not working. All right. Not one Alita. All right, that's ineffective. Um, we could try putting Nina out front as I did before, or as I tried to do. And then facing her this way, putting Ajax back behind. Later, don't know. Don't know. Okay, we've got Adrian over here. And then we'll put Hollow out next. Turn on ultimates. And freeze him. I wonder if... Nah, there wasn't time for the other guy to get in range. Do you need Vortex out? And then... the Olog there was okay, I think. As I recall. Maybe not. Nope, there was a one-hit kill there. That was the wrong decision. And I think I made that same decision twice. Exactly the same results. Okay, this time let's try putting Elder down. I'm going to also just simply ignore him right here. Is that a good idea? No, it's a terrible idea. Let's get him back here. I'm going to ignore the people going to the top, I think. We're not worried at all about them. Meaningless. I want to try to keep Ajax alive. Did not keep Ajax alive. Nobody is living. All bad. Man, tried to hit Vortex's ultimate. Did not get that off in time. Too bad. All right. So there's another option where we just take that first guy's loss. It's a possibility. All right. So put her down. Turn on ultimates. Try putting him here. She can hit him all the way to there, so let's give him a second longer to move along. Do it here. And then you've got Hollow that needs to come out. And then Etran ideally down at the bottom, if all goes well. Didn't do that when I wanted to, but I feel like I might have done it when I had to. Don't know. Okay, so that was Elder going down. I was not able to take that. I was afraid he wouldn't be able to, but I had hoped. Oh no. You can't even get their attention. That's unfortunate. Way too late. All right. Okay, so let's see. Challenge again. Trying with meaning. Let's have a look here. All right. Here. Hmm. Yeah. Dear. Read it. Um. All right. Not here. Not for her. Here for Ajax. Everything looks good. On landing a critical hit with base attack, reduce the hero's damage by 10% for each 8 seconds, stacking 5 times. And you got HP plus 25%. Okay, so he's dying is the primary problem. If he had a healer, okay, so if he had a healer on him, and he could output more damage, then maybe he could just burn down the stuff on that side. Was that a reasonable thing? Possibly. It's his artifact. Crit hit increases crit damage by 25% for 3 seconds. Well, how's he critting, I wonder? How's that making? Crit rate is 83.5%. Now, that's not 100%. It's not terrible, but it's not wonderful. So, so, hmm. Let's enhance this. Auto enhance up to 60. Okay, 22%. Same, a little less crit rate than the other one, but not bad. When deployed, increases defense by 5% if there's an ally with the unstoppable force effect on the field. I don't know what that is. Gains an additional 5% damage reduction. Yeah, I don't know about that. All right. Yeah, I don't know. We could try to put on something like this. However, that's 22% of the crit rate that he has is from this life force weapon. So I don't really want to lose that unless we could regain it elsewhere. This thing is the other 22% of his crit rate. Or another 22%. So it's just, you know, no. Not gonna mess with it. Already decided. Okay. Let's look. Hollow is doing pretty well. Olog cannot live. He gets hit and he dies. He's level 50 items. This could be related to his instant death situation. Rolling upgrade. What does he have left to upgrade? Extra duration because unbreakable ultimate stance here. I don't think that's going to help the situation. I could use it, and it's fine. I have some crystals, sure. But not think it's going to make much difference. Didn't really realize how many skill crystals of the purple variety I had laying around though. Wonder if Paulo needs a vortex. This thing is vortex. No, he's all maxed out. Okay. Been using done some. You might lock some. Oh, Don is level 50 also. Shame. And Lightlock is also level 50. It is 1:42 a.m. I just noticed. So I may not be able to continue this anyway. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Basic action speeds by 15%, gives them shields. Attack shield and faction team members increased by 20%. That's all very good. I feel like I need to do something about Ajax. Somehow make him do more damage. I mean, looks good on this side, right? I've never tried the gym enhancer. Not really sure what it's all about. This is the exclusive for Erlon Shin, by the way. Let's look at the gym enhancer. Okay, alright. So this is the thing that you use your stuff for, and it makes it better. I haven't actually done any enhancements like this, and I have a good number of them that I could do. We've got 68 of the Dark Ball Gym enhancements, 20 of the refined tokens, and then 51 of the recast hammer token things right now. But don't think I really want to use them until I kind of decide more what I want to do with them. I could just take everybody's gear off and then figure it out one by one as to where I wanted it to go. But don't love it. What's interesting is, okay, so this got Cataclysm. But don't really know why. We've got on Erlungshen's thing, we've got on Helga's Amulet, and we've got on the North Throne. So it's all faction exclusive or character exclusive things. I could take this North Ring throne. Well, I mean, he's currently acting as a North Ring guy, so I guess it's just counted for him anyway. Which is kind of cool. What I don't understand, okay, so is it because it's an exclusive thing that has Cataclysm? Do all exclusive things have Cataclysm? I don't know. So this one has Cataclysm because it's a Cataclysm payment thing. It's on Edrin right now, which of course Edrin was in this group. Could go with that. Rate is higher. We'd have to put something new on Edrin. But that could be okay. Maybe. Depending on what else there is available. Yeah, no, this takes way too much studying for me right now. At 1:47 a.m. And so I think I shall not. I'm just gonna go and auto fight this. Alright, start. Okay, let's see. I think I've got some events to do. Oh wait, hold on. We still have 508 stamina over there too. Let's go ahead and do the Orcus trial and just throw them into the mystical artifacts here. Stage 18, auto fight, tireless raider, max that out, get that going, and then I foolishly did that because I already have the background fight going for the faction trial. So I will end this very soon. It's just going to be, well, I guess it's just going to be one fight right now, maybe. Maybe we'll see. All right, let's stop fighting. We got 9,240 gold, 2,948 speed potions, 15 flawless meteorites, 26 mithril, 90 mischief artifacts trophies, and 20 infernal emblems. You know, speaking of this, let's go and look. Maybe I can do stage 19 of this. I don't know what stage 19 is like. I think I beat it before. But I didn't beat it with all of my soul shards. Let's look at it. Okay, there's one portal to defend. They've got, looks like one portal going to be sending people at us. There's the Lord of the Grand Necropolis. Unleashes multiple strikes frantically toward the target, dealing damage to all units within 2 tiles. Ah, I recall this place now. Yes, it's much worse than the stage before it. Yes, I recall. I was able to beat this, but it wasn't pretty. Can I do better now? Possibly. Because I do have Elder, and I think he might come handy here. Possibly. I had been using some random people. Looks like Hollow needs some clothes on if we're going to do this. And then, okay, we had Aveline in before. I don't really necessarily need her. I can pull her out to put the other guy, Elder, right? He's a fighter and a northerner. So, put him in. I wonder why I had Nubu out. I don't know. I had set things up in a certain way, and I don't really remember why. I just remember that that was the case. Actually, I have had an Isolde in with a bonus. I don't need her now. Yeah, that's right. I remember I had drawn a diagram in order to eat this of it. But this time, we're going to just try to bully our way through it. All right, so let's see. We only have one tile or one platform tile in this place, so that's something to keep in mind. That's for hollow in this case. And I wonder if that's even the best decision. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep it with hollow for now. All right. I'll have Volta out there. And I feel like I had put her on the bottom before, but I wonder if I should put her at the top. To decrease the resistance, or increase the vulnerability, I should say, up there. Because there's only going to be one guy fighting a huge mob up there. Also, I've got blood since then, and I wonder if blood might do pretty well up there at the top. Let's see, he's a tactician. So let's check. Right there he is. Who would I replace? Who was I putting up there before? I'm unsure. I know I had Regulus giving his bonus to the guy beside him. And maybe I was putting... I'm uncertain. Okay, let's see. Let's try replacing Mogdel with Fly. Okay. It's telling me it's gonna be hard. It's 67,000 suggested BP. Current BP of 19,664,684. None of this is too surprising. Yeah, let's try it. See how it goes. We get demolished. That's right. Ah, there's Lena said, did you get Orin? No, I did not get Orin. Sorry, I missed your message earlier. All right, let's see here. I think I had been wanting to put, I want to say Regulus here. And then probably around this side, now what happens is this big boss is going to come through and just smash them all with the thing. And what he was previously doing was just killing them all in one hit. And that was where we were at with it, just bing, bang, boom, all day. Let's go with Adrian next in line here, because I think he was able to take like 2 hits from the smasher of things there at the end, as opposed to all my other guys who didn't do nearly so well. I think I was needing to put somebody else up at the top behind, maybe behind Regulus. I don't know. Let's put Wrath there. Let's turn on ultimates, I suppose. That would be smart. Then I think I had the idea to put Vlad here and Volker behind him. Now, another thing I have failed to do utterly is put out this fellow here, Elder. That's alright. We're gonna try to get Volker back here. And then I guess maybe I put Elder down at the bottom. I don't know. Not sure. Certainly Vlad is getting beaten upon pretty heavily up there. He's not making it. Put Ares down. Definitely not going well up there at the top. Could be worse. It's not great. It's terrible. Alright, so that didn't work at all. Alright, let's look at it. We had Edrin at the top on the damage at 44,620,800, followed by Volkite 3,714,580. Okay, let's go back here and look. Oh yes, I also have some new Kong now. Forgot that was a thing. So what if we put Sun Wukong down there? Okay, in this arrangement, who would we put at the top? Deidre? Possibly. Yeah, we'll try it. I had forgotten last time. Hollow. Nope. Yes, Hollow is new. Doesn't quite extend far enough for what I wanted her to do. So, let's try putting... Oh, man, that was a terrible idea. I've already failed. That's okay. We'll put... Lulu, actually, what if I put some Kong right here? And then put Lulu here. Follow here. We can put Wrath here just to increase people's attack speed more than anything else. Let's turn on ultimates. Put Adrian up here. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and put the altar down behind Adrian. Need to get him sunk for sure. So that you can get the shield going, the shields, I should say, on all of the people. We have war incoming. We're really not ready for it. So we can put some people out, but they're not going to live very. Just not getting enough damage in there. And I think we're going to have to do something about that. Let's wait and see what happens. I only have room for one more guy out there anyway. Only one more to play 1 minute. People are definitely just waltzing on by, so it's not going to work out. You get a whole crowd of them going for the end. All right, so that is ineffective, for sure. Okay, stats have Lubu doing the most damage on the field. Let me write this down. So we have Lubu as far as damage is concerned. Then Rat. Then Adrian. Then Sun Wukong. After that, we get down to Regulus, Elder, Ares, and then it's just damage phase did 0. Bad. Terrible damage at that. Okay, so. All right, I have to come back on another day. It is 2 o'clock, so we're just going to not do that today. I do need to look at the event for the whack-a-mole thing. I don't know if that's something that we need to do every day or what. Let's click on this. We got 300 XP potions, non-spirit and CPU 3s. Accept that so that I can then start some of these mystery artifacts running real fast like. Stage 18 autopilot Terrorist Raider. Max that out. And then come out here and go to the arena where we got 4 arena coins for defending against other players since we were last in this, and we'll refresh the opponents. Okay, we have a couple who are pretty low. This is someone from Taiwan at 66,869 EP. Just in case Joselina Bosol is not there, I'm going to respond direct in chat. No orange, unfortunately. Alright, now over here, they stuck out Dao Chen, because this is just a throwing the game situation, who has a lover's requiem. She can switch between 2 different songs. One of them is for healing your compatriots, and one of them is for boosting their damage. So that was the color from Taiwan with 66,869 BP. Most damage on the board is Zenith, 1,021,060 actually. We got 3 arena coins, 50 infernal emblems, and 8,000 gold for that. Okay, now you have Yamik from Colombia with 224,567 VP. Total monster VP, however, is 352,136. So they actually look much less deadly than they are. Okay, first and foremost, they stuck out Volderon, who's quite good in a ring. Voltron has Diabolic Manifestation, gains 1 stack of Chaotic Vitality. When Potent Surge reaches its maximum, gains 2 stacks of Chaotic Vitality, inflicts vulnerability versus physical damage on nearby enemies continuously during the effect duration. After that, he stuck out Kajiri, who has Tranquil Reflection. Sheathes the blade and prepares to launch an extra sweeping strike after up to 8 seconds. When receiving damage while sheathed, parries the damage and launches the extra sweeping strike early. Parry is triggered within 3 seconds of entering the sheathed state, launches Ember Strike instead, unable to use basic attack during the sheathed state. Then, down here, we have Gluttony with Gnaw. Rips and kills one enemy in range with Teeth. If the target is an elite or boss, deals 500% damage instead. After casting the skill, recovers 40% of the max HP. They also have Jorge with Corrosive Touch. Autocast. When triggered, increases defense by 40%, inflicts Plague on all targets blocked by the hero, and increases the damage of Plague on all targets in range to 35%, lasting for 8 seconds. Followed by Aelin, who has Aria of Noon. She is a healer. Okay, we got the victory over Yamik with 224,567 BP. And stats show that Soul Cadence is at the top with 6,694,220, followed by Volderon at 5,936,710, and then it drops down to Xena at 4,027,280. We got 3 arena coins, 50 infernal emblems, and 5 auto fight attempts. Okay, that is all of them within range for me. We got this backbone fights here, 92,400 gold, 29,400 XP potions, 110 flawless meteorites, 200 medium mithril, 660 mystery of artifacts trophies, and 220 infernal emblems. Vorut in this place has 1 gray guy for us. Grab that. And then what? I wanted to check on the whack-a-mole stuff. So first, we go with Wizard Sword, and we spent 1,500,000 gold, so we get this huge stamina potion. Then in the War of the Fates, we've also earned 3 rare summoning pistols. Okay, all good on that. I don't think we have any more here. We do, actually, but it doesn't matter because we've completed all of the boards. Alright, let's see, just a second here. There we go. Alright, now. Monkey versus Goblin. Okay, let's see. It's challenge mode and normal mode. What's the difference? Let's see. Goblin versus Monkey versus Goblin. The event includes normal mode and challenge mode. Players must whack goblins within the time limit to score points and reach the target score to clear stages. In normal mode, you must reach the target score within the stage time limit to clear the stage. Each stage presents different challenges. During the event, you only need to clear each stage once in normal mode. In challenge mode, you must aim for the highest score within the stage time limit. There is no target score requirement in challenge mode. Challenge mode can be cleared multiple times. Players can attempt to break their personal best records. Excellent. Alright, so, Goblin Robe gives plus 10 points per hit. Goblin Jester gives plus 20 points per hit. Goblin King gives plus 50 points, requires 5 hits. And Bomb gives negative 10 points if hit. Okay. I'm probably not in the right state of mind to try this, but we're going to try it anyway. And with a mouse, no less. So, goblins have invaded the garden. normal stage 1. Score required 140. Sure, we can manage. Okay, so they look like this. The guys we want to hit, they have an eye patch. They have a hat. They have other weird things. Possibly somewhat steampunk. Not sure. Let's try it. So. Whacking goblins. Somehow I missed him. I know that I clicked it, but it disagreed, apparently. Maybe the hitboxes weren't where I expected them to be. Okay, we got 230. That is sufficient. Alright. Normal stage 2, which will require 300. And it shows the little jester guy and the little regular guy. Reach 300 before time runs up. Ah, missed him. Shame. Why didn't I just miss all of them? Gosh. Okay, 390. Sufficient. Okay, tap to close. Have some rewards. Okay, there it is. Quests, it says. Eliminate one goblin rogue or goblin gesture. That gives us 200 mithril. Fair normal stage 1, that gives us 1 rare summoning crystal. Fair normal stage 2, that gives us 5 ancient summoning crystal shards and 200 mithril. Now, let's see here. We've got a bunch of different things to, bars to meet. But we don't have anything that says do something today, so it doesn't matter if we do it every day or not. I'll just have to sit down and do it at some point. Let's put spiritual altar real fast. I'm pretty close to being able to get the next thing here. There's this legendary spell crystal, which is nice. Maybe I want it. Look at my. We're 121 points away from it. That's really not bad. I do have some spare summoning crystals here. Let's see. Let's give it a go. I'll use my 4, and either we get there or we won't get there. We still have a day left on it. Here's Rogers, the 2-star defender. Stalwart and loyal, Rogers can bolster his own defenses to become a human wall. Summon again. And this time, we have Barclay, the 3-star fighter. When deployed, Barclay raises the defense of nearby allies. His pike grants him decent range. Alright. Oh, we have an overflow here, but that's fine. With 2 more summoning crystals, let's go for it. It is Voltus, a 3-star mage from the cultist faction. Voltus, assigned to protect the commander, possesses electrical powers of mysterious origin. Beware his devastating storm. That is the second guy that you pick up in the game after Rex. Ah, you have here a purple. It is Estrid, the 4-star fighter from the northern faction. Chiseled like granite, this muscle-clad beauty has a chance for a double strike with each basic attack. I had forgotten that she was a northerner. So that's something that I need to keep in mind for that fight we were just doing, whatever it was called. Was it the artifact material raid? Possibly. Alright, so confirm this, and then we'll hop out of here, and we have something in the spiritual altar. And of course, it is the aforementioned legendary spell crystal right there. So, very good. Got that. I don't see anything else that I need to do right away. So I think, well, let's go over to the arena. Okay, we have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on that. I think I won't wait on that because it is 2:15 a.m. and I probably ought to start heading out for the night. It was a pleasure streaming with all of you and chatting with all of you. Hope to see you again soon. If you're not following me yet, then be sure to follow me so that you can turn on notifications to see the next time that I go live. I hope to see you then. For now,